everything is the point to life. I'm still on this wave of yesterday, but I just needed to reiterate, like, the highs, the lows, the wins, the losses, it all culminates in just the experience of life. You know, there's not going to be some event in the future that's going to make it all make sense or make you forever happy. You know, all this just comes from within, from acknowledging that it's all part of the experience. And it's your choice, it's your decision to be able to pick an interpretation of life that, you know, makes you feel fulfilled. You have the option of choosing how you value life. You can choose to value friendships over money. That's allowed. You can choose to deem your cooking your most important thing and just your passion for it. That's allowed. You know, you don't need to live how other people expect you to live. By doing things that other people expect of you, do you really think that would lead to a life where it makes sense? A life of happiness and fulfillment? No. You didn't choose that path of life. You didn't choose that way of thinking. The experience did not come from within, but it's been forced from the outside. So, what I say to you is choose your experience and choose to experience. Choose things that scare you. Choose things that amaze you. Choose things that you're good at. Choose things that you're bad at. You know, like, don't just focus all your energy into achieving one thing. The past week and a half, I spent so many hours putting together some research paper for my master's. It was the hardest I pushed in probably a year and a half. And that experience was awful, but also amazing, because I proved to myself my capabilities again. I got to learn so much about my own research, because when you spend that much time with it, you really deeply engage with it. So all in all, it's good. But now if I did that every day, you know, I think my life then becomes very narrow-minded. You know, I don't get to experience the other things of life that has to offer. So I think what I'm trying to say is, like, the whole point of experiencing it all as well is to balance you out. Because focusing on just one thing is not going to bring you closer to this joy that you're hoping to find. And even also, like, I guess experiencing it all isn't either. It just live. Just freaking live. You can choose to live today. You don't have to keep living for some future date. I wish I knew about that a lot sooner in life. You know, I think when I was younger, I constantly, I can give some concrete examples. When I was younger, I constantly thought that, you know, that it just makes sense. That math and science is the answer. That pursuing my good grades is going to give me the answer that um, that my life is gonna find happiness after this exam period, that my life is gonna find happiness when I get this job, that my life is gonna finally make sense when I'm dating this person, that my life is finally gonna make sense when you get a good sleep, or like, it's like, okay, now I'm gonna like take a rest this evening, because I don't even know what I'm trying to say. It's just like, stop even thinking about that. Just live. Like you don't have to be focused on this like future date of making it make sense, but just experience and be gracious with the experience, with it all. Like grinding and working hard is amazing. Taking your rest is amazing. Just stop putting so much weight to these decisions and your future happiness. Just make the decision. Rest because you want to rest, not because you worked hard. Just rest. Just choose restfulness. Work hard because you want to work hard, not because you are forced to, but because you're finding value in being able to engage your mind and your body in such a way, because it signals that you're alive. I think that's something I wanted to get at too, is this idea that I think the reason why you can choose to kind of just live for today is because you're living right now. You're alive, you're breathing, you're walking. Like, what more do you want? You can go outside and have a fresh breath of air. You can go smile at some birds outside. Like, you're existing. This is it. You have arrived. And now, enjoy it. And obviously, there's some situations that are harder than other, and maybe you have to work really hard. But by letting yourself just engage with the present, it unburns the mind, and I think it will actually help you make less emotional decisions to get you out of that position and spot. Because I think when a lot of decisions are emotionally charged, it's very hard. But all I'm trying to say is choose to live for today, because there's no better time to live than for today. You are alive right now, living, breathing. It's a gift. So experience it all. Cherish it all. It's not going to make sense ever until you just embrace it, and then it will start to.